Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Alright, let me adjust the volume here just to make sure. Alright, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Alright. Alright, call hello Yahweh. Shem Yahweh Shah, Shem Rakar Kadash. And once again, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations also going out to the fellow Hakim that are out there on the highways and the byways, pushing the truth across four corners of this earth while we're trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect, because time is very short. This is Namal at the DC camp, and video here is going to be concerning, you hear about Jake, and that's, these Edomites especially like to push this narrative like, oh, all this crime and it's all the blacks and, blah, 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 blah. Of course, and that narrative has been pushed for quite a while now, but as you're going to see here, this is the crime in the United States. This is the FBI site, and before I continue, let me do this. This is the copyright, of course. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, which is what I'm doing. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Alright, so here we go. And as you're going to see here, because this is part of that Psalms 50, and in fact, let me go to that right now, because this is what this devil does. In fact, before I go there, let's go to the New Testament. Alright, get it in its proper context. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 2. Alright, go down here to verse 11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Alright? We're not ignorant of his devices. So, let's see. In a manner curiously contrived. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. It's still kind of new to me here, so bear with me, Baruch Shah. Take forever. Let's see. I apologize. I thought I had this set up the right way. Let's see. It is invention or contrivance, a planned or invented scheme, and this is what we're dealing with here. I often use in a neutral or positive sense. Let's see, wicked purpose or plot, and that's what it has here listed. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. That's what I brought up. A scheme or plan with evil intentions, often used against the Most High or His people, and that's what we're dealing with here. All right. So, and I had mentioned, let me get that, let me go back to it since I mentioned it. Let's go to Psalms. Alright, because what we're dealing right here is It's just demonic. Like I said, a scheme, right? So let's go down here. Let's see. Here it is. Verse 19. It says, "Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things thou hast done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself." Because, again, because the Most High is long-suffering. You know, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11 speaks about this too. Alright, in fact, we can get that now because of the things that he's done. Alright, and nothing has happened. He's still in rulership. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11 says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil." So what he's going to do is continue, if he's, allowed to do so. But 2 Thessalonians, 2nd chapter, tells us that, there's a time limit. He who will let, alright. So here's the 2019 crime in the United States. So they like to always say, it's the blacks, it's the blacks, it's the blacks. Verse 2 here, where it has total arrest and has a race. You have you white. You have 3,309,189. Jake, you have, Southern Kingdom, you have 1,401,734. So, murder, non-negligent manslaughter. Alright. They say we got the numbers on there. Rape, guess what? 7,775 to Jake 3,571. So that's more than twice. Then you got robbery, 21,117 to 25,229. Jake got him on that. Aggravated assault, 124,682 to 75,814. Burglary again. This is more than double, 59,468 to 28,580. Doesn't look too, that narrative. Larceny, theft. Hold on. Let's see. Larceny, theft, 329,865. I apologize. Hold on. This thing keeps. It's got a mind of its own. God dang it. Alright, let's go back up here. Alright. Again, larceny, theft. 28,768 to 20,615. Alright, let's go back up here. It's real sensitive, so please bear with me here. Alright. Damn it. Alright. Larceny, theft, 329,860. God damn it. To 147,318. Motor vehicle theft, 27,972, 13,415. Arson, 3,323. You see the numbers. Look at this. Violent crime, 155,876 to 107,000. Almost 108,000. Then you got property crime, 420,628 to 190,677. Look at here. Other assaults. Again, not quite twice that. 335,868 to 181,943. Forgery and counterfeiting, 16,304 to 774,34. Fraud, we we get into this white collar shit here. This is 37,385 to 18,823. Embezzlement, 4,734 to 2949. All right. Let's see. Stolen property buying, receiving, possessing, 28,194. So you see these numbers? You know, this is 2019. I was unable to find, the most current with the time allotted. But look at this. Vandalism. More than twice again. 65,975 to 28,803. Again, pushing that narrative. Weapons carrying, possessing, 43,423 to 36,256. Look at this. Look at this. Prostitution and commercialized vice. That's a little more than even there, but they still got us. 8738 to 7556. Sex offenses, except rape and prostitution. 15,062 to 4,685. Oh, and what they had lost. Oh, this was a darling for them. Drug abuse violations. 519,170 to 200,531. What? Gambling. 653 to 370. Offenses against the family and children, 20,101 to 8,917. Oh boy. Alright. And again, going over these numbers is nothing to take pride in, of course. This is exposing these pieces of shit for what they are, liars. Alright. Let's see. Driving under the influence, another big one. Alright, 306,754 to 56,868. Liquor laws, 66,241 to 14,182. Drunkenness, 138,266 to 28,502. Disorderly conduct. Ooh boy, almost twice. 107,462. 54,571. Vagrancy, 9,580, 3,942. All other offenses except traffic, 1,02,433 to 425,855. It's more than double. Suspicion, 150 to 67. Curfew and loitering law violations, 6,192 to 2,957. See there? And it goes down here in the little legend here. It says on the one where it has a 1 here, these little numbers to the side. It tells you because of rounding, the percentages may not add to 100. 2. The ethnicity totals are representative of those agencies that provided ethnicity breakdowns. Not all agencies provide ethnicity data, therefore the race and ethnicity totals are not equal. Alright? And then 3, it says the rate figures in this table are aggregate totals of the data submitted. Alright? Based on both the legacy and revised uniform crime reporting definitions. Violent crimes are offenses of murder and non-negligent manslaughter, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. Property crimes are offenses of burglary, larceny, theft, motor vehicle theft, and arson. Now let's go down here to table 49B. Arrest under 18. And again we have, alright, the usual, the main players here. And we have murder and non-negligent homicide. Jake got him, 261 to 208. Rape, 1,273 to 558. Alright, robbery, Jake got him again, 6,260 to 3,800. Aggravated assault, they take it again by a little over 2,000 8,408 to 6,018. Look at here, burglary. They got us again. Larceny, theft. Look at here, motor vehicle theft. Jake got him on that. Arson. Violent crime. They edged Jake out. It's 13,689 to 13,097. Property crime, again by not quite 10,000. 39,022 to 29,628. Other assaults, again, they got us about 15. Foul, 38,503. Look at this, look at this. But still, all you hear pushed, you know, and Jake doesn't make it easy. And I'm not excusing Jakes for their wickedness. I'm just telling you the game that's being played here. All right, forgery and counterfeiting. Again, 308 to 173. Fraud, 971. Jake got him on that. 984. Embezzlement. Jake just edged him out. 166 to 159. Stolen property. Buying, receiving, possessing. Jake, not quite double. 3,457 to 1831. Vandalism. Not quite triple. 12,194 to 4,820. You know, Edom, Esau got that. Weapons carrying, possessing, etc. 5116 to 3827. All right. Prostitution and commercialized vice. Jake got him on that. 103 to 79. Sex offenses except rape and prostitution. Oh my goodness. 2477. Them compared to Jake. 755. Drug abuse violations. 31,618 to 9,059. So whether it's adult or juvenile, they got us there. But still, all you hear is Jake. You know, this war on drugs and all that bullshit, 70s and 80s and into the 90s. Again, this is all slanted. This is a war on Jake. Alright? Again, they're schemes. And I'm going to introduce you to a man that's here locally in the DMV that fought that shit. Alright? And he's a U.S. Marshal, or deputy. There's only one U.S. Marshal. Everybody else is deputy. So he's a retired deputy marshal. And his name is Matthew Fogg. And you talk about gung-ho, boy. He was like going over, you know, again, trying to fulfill his duties. And he thought he was doing the right thing, but someone pulled him to the side because they let it be known to him that, you know, we can't go after these people in the burbs, in the suburbs, like in the inner cities, because, you know, their parents are judges and lawyers and doctors, and like, what the fuck? And he was pissed, and rightfully so. So, it says, so now he's running for office. And this happened in, I think, 98 when this lawsuit came about. It says that the deputy U.S. Marshal, Fogg alleged that he won the case. Fogg alleged that he and other black officers had endured harassment, been passed over for promotions, and received less desirable assignments tied to the duties of tracking and apprehending fugitives. Alright. All of it amounted to racial discrimination. A federal jury in Washington found in 1998. What followed were years of appeals, complaints, alright, and for Fogg, a run on the cable news and speaking circuit denouncing structural racism and pushing criminal justice reform. And you know, those that tend to turn a blind eye, they like to say, well, these things don't exist. There's no structural or institutional racism, or, you know, the usual gaslighting tactics, you know. It says, now the retired law enforcement officer turned community activist is determined to take his experience and tactic to Capitol Hill. I mean, And I'll post this. You can read the rest of it. All right, and this is what they pushing here, and unfortunately, like I said, can't excuse Jake for what they're doing, But in all these major categories here, Jake is behind, significantly so in most of these. And you can see. I like to save stuff like this. When people talk shit, just, hey, show them this. Of course, they're going to have cognitive dissonance, blah, 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 well, fuck them. But you like to have things when you talk about subjects like that, hey, you want to talk about crime reports? Here, look at this. I might follow this up with some others if I can find them. But in any case, let's see. Oh, that's what I had said. I had mentioned it in passing. Let's get it. This is going to be... Alright. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Alright. Go down here to... Here it is, verse 7. Well, I'm starting at 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for, hold on, like I said, it's very sensitive. For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Oh, he's being revealed now. This is a beautiful time to be alive in order to see this. Someone who's plagued us so long from behind the shadows, and, everybody believed his bullshit, but now they're seeing him for who and what he is. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, shewing himself that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things? And now you know that withholdeth, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And this is his time, and he knows it. Alright? Even the ordinary Joe is seeing this shit. Alright? Only he who now letteth will let. He has been allowed, he was set up to do what he's doing. Alright, but now he's going to be taken out of that power seat. Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Most High shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, meaning his prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. How else do you think he got away with doing this for so long? Alright, because he was the Most High's whipping stick against us. Psalm 17 and 13. Alright. That prayer, King David. 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Alright, that's going into something else, but yeah, this is, again, a beautiful time. Alright, and it's about to get bad here, people. It's about to get bad. Alright, you seeing this division to the point where on last weekend, on the 13th, it was the 13th, there we go, so that's that thing with the elites, they like their sacrifices and stuff like that, their sacrifices and shit. But yeah, so when you get to the point where they're starting to take shots and at the potential, we had always said might not make it to an election. Alright, because if things get out of control, this guy can exercise all these executive orders that have been set up for the last 60 plus years. Alright, where they can shut down and control everything, including your car's no longer yours, your house is no longer yours, hell, you're not even yours. Alright, start executive order 11,000 and work your way on up. I mean, there are a few before that, but yeah, this was put in place long ago. Alright, so that's about all I had with this. That's why I said it's not going to be long, but this is really sad, you know. That's why I'm putting this out here, and we're not the only ones seeing this, believe you me. But like I said, you know, you gotta hear it from these other nations right here that just come over here to, you know, they jump on that bandwagon against us, of course. But that's going to be it. Like I said, I'm going to update this when I find some other tables like this. We'll see from there. Hey, so once again, I hope that whoever views this is, of course, edified. That's what we do. Alright, here at Great Millstone. Filter everything through the scriptures. And I also like to remind you of the power of prayer and fasting. So with that, to the next video, hey, shalom.